Uma from Maths Department. Today we have to see the topic 1. Numbers. First one, in our lower classes we will learn some type of numbers. First one is natural numbers. Natural numbers are denoted with letter N. That first natural number is 1. Then 2, 3 as go on. That natural numbers are not having any N. Then second one is whole numbers. Whole numbers are denoted with letter W. That first whole number is 0, then 1, 2, 3 as go on. Whole numbers also not having any N. That first number is 0, not having any final numbers. Infinite numbers also having in whole numbers. Then third number is integers. Integers are denoted that letter Z. Integers are negative number together with whole numbers are called that integers. Right of 0 is called that positive integers. Left of 0 is called that negative integers. The two sides, right side and left sides also the numbers are extant, not having any end. Then here in integers 0 is called as non-negative, non-positive. இதை வந்து நெகட்டிவ்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, பாசிட்டிவ்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. The third one, fraction numbers. We learn fraction numbers from our third standard also. Fraction form is A by B. A by B means we write that any whole numbers for that A and B. For example, 3 by 2. Here 3 also a whole number and 2 also a whole number is write as numerator by denominator is called that fraction numbers. And how to denote the above numbers in number line. I draw one number line here. Then here given some numbers. 5 minus 3, 3 by 2, 2 by 5. 5 is a whole number already we know very well. Then minus 3 is a negative integer. And 3 by 2 is a fraction. Which type of fraction this one? This one, the numerator is greater than denominator. So this is called that improper fraction. Then 2 by 5. 2 by 5, in this 2 by 5, the numerator is less than denominator. So this is called that proper fraction. In our lower classes also we know very well the type of fractions. Then I give that one extra point, that 2 by 5 is a proper fraction. The value of proper fraction always lies between 0 and 1. Value of proper fraction is less than 1. So the 2 by 5 is greater than 0 but less than 1. So this number lies between 0 and 1. Let's come to that number line. Here I draw that one number line. Where is that 5? That 5 is right of 4 in number line. So I denote here 5. Then minus 3. Minus 3 is a negative integer. So totally that number lies that left of 0. So 0 is here given. Then 0 after minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Then 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is improper fraction. So change as to mixed. 3 by 2 change as to 1 and 1 by 2. So this 3 by 2 is greater than 1 and less than 2. So the 3 by 2 lies between 1 and 2. So 1, that number 1 is given here. Then 2 is given here. So the 3 by 2 lies between 1 and 2. So I denoted the 3 by 2 here. That's all. So we learned how to denote the whole number, natural number, integer or fractions in number line. How to denote that all numbers in number line we know very well. Now that 1 by 2 only lies between 0 and 1 baby? No, that all the proper fractions also lies between 0 to 1. For example, that 5 by 11 also For example of proper fractions though, so the 5 by 11 also lies between the 0 to 1. For the left of 1 by 2 or right of 1 by 2, anywhere that 5 by 11 also lies between 0 to 1. So 5 by 11. Like as that lies between that many fractions lies between 1 and 2, the same as 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 also. So that positive portions also completed. The same many numbers also lies between 0 to minus 1 and minus 1 to minus 2 and minus 3 to minus 4 also. For example, minus 3 by 7. So basically is a proper. So that number lies between 0 to 1. But here given a sign is negative sign. So this number lies between 0 to minus 1. So that minus 3 by 7 lies between 0 to minus 1. 3 by 7. Then second one, minus 18 by 5 changes to mixed fraction 3 by 5. So this number lies between minus 3 to minus 4. So minus 3 to minus 4. That minus 18 by 5 lies between minus 3 to minus 4. If you get the quotients into improper, change as to mixed, then where did this numbers lies in that number 9? That's all baby. Then already we know whole number, natural number, integer, then fractions. Then how to denote that all numbers in that number line. Now these positive sides fractions also we know very well. Then here given that negative side also some fractions. So totally these all numbers also called as rational numbers. Rational numbers. Rational numbers including positive and negative and fractions and negative fractions. All are including in rational numbers. Formation of rational number is P by Q. Here Q is not equal to 0. One important point, listen here. P and Q are integers. Denote that name integers. Already I say in fraction formation of fraction is A by B. B is not equal to 0. And A and B are whole number. A and B are whole numbers in fractions. So 3 by 4 only given for fractions, or 7 by 5 or 6 by 8 all are whole numbers. But rational numbers, we write that any one integer, positive or negative, anyone also okay for that rational numbers. For some examples, 5 by 7 here, 5 by 7 is called as fraction or rational number, 2 also correct. But that minus 3 by 8 here given that negative sign, so this is called that rational number. This rational number or fraction, this is called that rational number only. 7 and minus 8. How is it possible? 7 is positive integer and minus 8 is negative integer. How we say as a rational numbers? Suppose here write that 7 as a denominator is 1. Here the value of 7 by 1 also 7. So now the 7 is formation of P by Q form. The Q is not equal to 0. So this number also a rational number. Same as minus 8. As right as minus 8 by 1. That time also the value is minus 8 only. Formation is P by Q. Q is not equal to 0. Rational numbers oda standard form எப்படி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்றதை நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். Rational numbers oda standard form எப்படி இருக்கணும்னா, rational numbersல numerator denominator ரெண்டு இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதுல denominator எப்பயுமே பாசிட்டிவா இருக்கணும். Denominator is positive only. நெகட்டிவ் வரக்கூடாது. வந்தா என்ன பண்ணணும்ன்றதை நம்ம கத்துக்கலாம். வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. அடுத்தது டினாமினேட்டருக்கும் நியூமரேட்டருக்கும் இடையில காமன் டிவைசர் எதுவுமே இருக்கக்கூடாது. ஒன் ஒன்லி த காமன் டிவைசர். ஒன்று மட்டும்தான் அந்த நியூமரேட்டருக்கும் டினாமினேட்டருக்கும் காமன் டிவைசராக இருக்கணும். தட் இஸ் ரூல். இந்த மாதிரி ஃபாலோ பண்ணிட்டோம்னா நமக்கு கிடைக்கிற ஃபார்மேஷன் வந்து அந்த கொடுத்துருக்க ரேஷனல் நம்பர்ஸோட ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஃபார்ம் நமக்கு கிடைச்சிடும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஹியர் கிவன் ஒன் ரேஷனல் நம்பர் 12 by 48. இதில் நமக்கு வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நெகட்டிவ் வந்திருக்கான்னு பார்க்கலாம். நெகட்டிவ் நம்பர்ஸ் வந்திருக்கா? வரவே இல்லை. ஸோ 12 பாசிட்டிவ்ல இருக்கு, 48 பாசிட்டிவ்ல இருக்கு. இது ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ஃபார்ம்ல இருக்கா அப்படின்னாக்கா நெகட்டிவ் இருக்கான்னு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செக் பண்ணிடணும். நெகட்டிவ் இல்லை. அடுத்தது ரெண்டுக்கும் காமன் டிவைசர் ஏதாவது இருக்கா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பார்க்கணும். 12 is even number, then 48 also a even number. Listen baby, 12 is positive number and even number. 48 also a positive and even number. Already we know very well even number also divisible by 2. So divide by 2. First time divide by 2 ஆல ரெண்டுமே divide பண்றோம். So 2 ஆல divide பண்ணா நமக்கு 6 கிடைச்சிரும். The 40 into 2 ஆல divide பண்ணா 24 கிடைச்சிரும். Once again we will check 6 by 24. Is these two numbers having any common divisor? Yeah, these two numbers also divisible by 3. So divisible by 3 ஆல divisible பண்ணலாம். Or otherwise 2 also even number. 2 ஆல நம்ம divisible பண்ணிக்கலாம். Choice is ours. So here I divide by 3. So 3 by 3, that 6 is divisible by 3. We get that 2. Then 24 is divisible by 3. We get that 8. Again we will check at the 2 by 8. We get that 2 by 8. 2 also having that even numbers. So divisible by 2 by 2. We get that 1 by 4. That 1 by 4 not having any common divisor. So 1 only the common divisor for that 1 and 4. So that is a standard form of that first quotient. So standard form of 12 by 48 is 1 by 4. That's all. Here we do that one step by step, or otherwise we know very well that table 12, 1 12 is 12 and 4 12s are 48. This like also we will do this also correct. Then second one, the question number 2, here given that 15 by minus 24. Here our rule is denominator is positive. So denominator is positive. But the here given question is denominator is negative. So first step, we change the denominator negative into positive. How is it possible? Already we know multiple negative with negative, we get that positive. When will not change that value? We will multiply with 1, not change any values. So the 24 multiple with 1, that value is 24 only. So negative sign, multiple that negative with negative, we get that positive. So not only the denominator, the same time we multiply that minus 1 with the numerator also. So 15 into minus 1 is equal to minus 15. Minus 24 into minus 1 equal to plus 24. Our quotient changes to minus 15 by 24. Now the denominator is positive. Then we go to that division. The two numbers are having common divisor 3 by 3. So we will divide that 15 and 24 having common divisor 3. So we will divide 15 divisible by 3, 24 divisible by 3. So we get that 5 by 8. Here 15 is negative sign. So here also minus 5 by 8. Standard form of 15 by minus 24 is equal to minus 5 by 8. That's all. Now we find how to find the equivalent rational numbers. Only clue for multiply with the same number or divide with the same number. 2 also correct. In our lower classes, we find equivalent fractions. That also same here. Here given one rational number 7 by 5. Here multiply with the same number means that numerator and denominator also multiply with the same number. Here I take that number 3 divisible by 3. The 3 multiply with the numerator, then 3 multiply with the denominator. We get that 7 3s are 21. Here given that minus 7. So minus 7 with the minus 3 we get that minus 21. Then 5 into 3 is equal to 15. So we get that one equivalent rational number, that is minus 21 by 15. Suppose here given question is we find that 3 or 4 rational numbers, equivalent rational number means we multiply that another one same numbers, multiply with that numerator and denominator. Here I find out the 2 rational numbers. 7 by 5 multiply with 4 by 4. 7 4s are 28. 5 4s are 20. Here given that minus 7. So minus 7 with 4 minus 28 by 20. If you find that all equal rational numbers, finally you write that equal rational numbers are minus 21 by 15, minus 28 by 20. Suppose we find that 5 numbers, here you list out that 5 numbers. That's all. Next நம்ம பார்க்க போறது rational numbers எப்படி decimal form நம்ம மாத்த போறோம். decimal form எப்படி மாத்துறதுக்கு என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கறத தான் பார்க்க போறோம். ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது சாமி, ரொம்ப ஈஸியானது. rational numbers எப்படி இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிருக்கேன். numerator by denominator formation எழுதிருக்கேன். numerator by denominator formula, suppose 3 by 4. 3 is the numerator, 4 is the denominator. What is the meaning of 3 by 4? 3 is divisible by 4. Same, that only do it here. divide numerator by denominator. இந்த நம்பரை இதால் நம்ம டிவைட் பண்ண போகிறோம். டிவைட் பண்ணால் நமக்கு கிடைக்கிறது கரெக்டாக டெசிமலில் கிடச்சிருக்கும். பாருங்க. Some examples. Here we will listen 13/4. Here numerator is 13, denominator is 4. So the 13 divided by 4. Here 13 is divisible by 4. How many times are there? 13 is 3 times 4. So 3 4s are 12. So balance is 1. So next number is not having here. So we added 0. So here put that decimal points. That ordinary division is we know very well. So now we take that number 10. How many 4s are there in 10? 2 4s are 8. So balance 2. Now another one time you add that 0. We get that 20. So how many 4s are there in 20? 5 4s are 20. So balance is 0. So the division is stopped here. So your answer is 3.25. Now that rational number changes to decimal form. That's all. Then next one, minus 2/5. So the 2 is divisible by 5. So final answer is negative. So here given negative sign also given here. So answer is negative. Now we go to the division. 2 is divisible by 5. The 2 is not having any 5. One time is not having. So get that 0. Put the decimal points. So get that 20. How many times are there? 5 in 20. 4 times having. So 4 5s are 20. Remainder is 0. So your answer is 0.4 only. Already here given question is in negative sign. So minus 0.4 only your answer. Then final one is here given minus 2 3/5. This one is positive. This one is negative. This one is mixed type here given. So that minus 2 go to that whole part. Then the 3 divisible by 5. We get some answer. That only go to the decimal part. Then 3/5. 3/5. 3 is divisible by 5. That 3 is not having 5. So we add 0 with 3. We get that 30. Put the decimal points in your quotient part. So for how many times are there 5? How many times 5s are there in 30? 6 times of having. So 6 5s are 30. Remainder is 0. So 0.6. Here not having any whole part. Suppose here having any whole part, you add with this front of whole part. Here not having any whole part. So the 0.6 only go to the decimal. Already we are having the whole part minus 2. So your answer is minus 2.6. That's all. Decimal representation of rational numbers. Here how to that rational numbers write into decimal form. Already we know rational formation is P by Q. Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are any integers. Suppose here given one rational number is 3/4. Here 3 is not a negative, then 4 is not a negative. So the totally the 3/4 is positive rational number. What is the meaning of 3/4? The 3 is divisible by 4. Here we divide the 3/4. How many 4s are there in 3? 0 times only, because the 3 is smaller than 4. So we put that 0 in quotient point. Then we add that 0 with the dividend. So put the decimal point here. Now we get that value 30. How many 4s are there in 30 now? 7 4s are 28. Subtract 28 from 30. We get that value 2. Now we add that 0 once again. We get that value 20. Now how many 4s are there in 20? 5 4s are 20. It's already, already we know very well. It's a ordinary division only. We get that value 0.75. 0.75. That's all. Then another one rational number we take 1/2. Stop. Now we take minus 1/2. Here numerator is minus 1. The denominator is 2. That negative is here given near of minus 1. Suppose near of minus 2 also That time also this rational number is called that negative rational number. This is given by minus 1 by 2 or 1 by minus 2 or minus 1 by 2. The 3 also called as negative rational number. Now we divide that 1 by 2. So 1 divisible by 2. Here also that 1 is smaller than 2. So not having any 2 in 1. So put that 0 in quotient point. Then we add that 0 in divided. So we put the decimal point here. Now we are our value is 10. How many 2's are there in 2? 5 2's are 10. So your answer is 0.5. Our question is negative rational number. So you put that negative sign in front of your answer. Then third one is 5 4 by 5. Here given that 5 is in whole part. Then 4 by 5 also a rational number. So first of all we change as to improper. 5 5's are 25. 25 plus 4 is 29 by 5. Our rational number is 29 by 5. Now we divide 29 by 5. Now we compare this dividend and divisor. The dividend is greater than divisor. So how many 5's are there? 29. 5 5's are 25. So balance is 4 only. We add that 0. Put the decimal point in quotient point. Now we consider that 40. How many 5's are there in 40? 8 5's are 40. The remainder is 0. So your answer is 5.8. Then fourth one is 3. Here not having any denominator value in this question. So we consider as 1 as a denominator. So now the 3 is divisible by 1. So 3 is divisible by 1. It's not need. If any number divisible by 1, we get that same number. Here not having any decimal points. So you put the decimal point, then you write that 0 in decimal part. Then fifth one is minus 2 by 3. Here these two numbers having any common divisor? Yes, that here given 2 divisible by 6. The 2 also having common divisor 2. So first of all we simplify the 2 and 6 minus 1 by 3. 1 2 is 2, then 3 2's are 6. 2 is a common divisor of these two numbers. So I simplify these two numbers. 2 by 6 change as to 1 by 3. Now that 1 is divisible by 3, we do 1 divisible by 3. 1 is smaller than 3. So we put that 0. Then we add that 0 in divided part. Then put the decimal points. Then how many 3's are there in 10? 3 3's are 9 only. So balance 1. Then once again we add that 0. How many 3's are there in 10? 3. Then same remainder repeat again and again. So your answer is 0.333. 3 times only enough. Here given question is minus 2 by 6 change as to minus 1 by 3. So it's basically it's a negative rational number. So final answer also you put that negative sign. That's all.